Fresh episode of the Sport Rep Show. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha and I will be your host for today, unpacking the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. And now for the latest on the hit list. Well, today on the hit list, we start off with some food. And of course, Dino Balletti, the Deputy Minister of Sports, announced that in Parliament that the Ministry of Sport something very important for football in the country, since football clubs months that the league has been without a sponsor. To the next one, the league has been without a sponsor. To the next one, the Namibia Volleyball Federation is of course hosting a tournament. Volleyball Federation is of course hosting a tournament in early interview. Thomas, welcome to the Sport Rep Show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, it's not ordinary that we have visits from Namibia Volleyball Federation. In fact, it has been quite a while. Namibia Volleyball Federation. In fact, it has been quite a while. But it's nice to see you here. I'm sure there is plenty to share with us. I understand there is a Bank Windhoek Namibia Volleyball Federation. I understand there is a Bank Windhoek Namibia Volleyball Federation Cup that's coming up in October, early October. A cup that's coming up in October, early October. Can you just what is going to happen? And
from the 11th to 12th of October, edition cup. So these are games of champions where we are having a collection of the champions serve as a bridge to cross to the next high level, which is a national league. So whoever is going to win the tournament on both categories, ladies and men, whoever is going to win is going to be promoted to the national league.
Okay. Speaking of the teams that will be there, all the teams have confirmed that they will come through for this tournament?
Yes, all the teams have confirmed. So far we have 8 associations and we are getting 2 male teams from each association. That gives us a total of 16 teams. A privilege to choose to get two players, guest players from the regional association teams to come and assist them in this tournament. So it's really going to be exciting.
Okay, what's the here?
So the regionals, they host the league.
Pardon me.
The
hosted by MTC.
Yes.
Well, this one has a tag of Bank Windhoek.
Yes.
So Bank Windhoek, is it sponsoring funds for the trophy, or what is Bank Windhoek involvement in this one?
So Bank Windhoek is sponsoring funds. Usually, actually, they sponsor 2 tournaments, of which one is the Bank Windhoek tournament that used to be hosted in Swakopmund, and then this one, which is the NVF Cup and trophies.
All right, wonderful stuff there. Take place. What are some of the challenges, maybe ensure that it is a success?
So currently, the challenge that we are having is always funds, and it's actually one of the reasons why we are combining this well. So we are having a struggle with marketing our volleyball events here and there. So, but we want to say we are happy that we are getting such media on board that are coming here.
Volleyball is a very interesting. Consider it as a very serious sport as well. But in general, in terms of the development of volleyball,
this type of promotions, we just used to play regional leagues and then we play NVF Cup. Then from there it just ends there. Now that we are having so there's growth. People are motive of coming to. People are having motives. The clubs are having motives. The coaches and everyone else is really interested to be.
Committee probably planning to have them places where they are going to sleep or
stay. So we are not really reliable for the cost of the teams to come and participate. We are only reliable for organizing the event itself, but the accommodation for teams, the feeding and everything else, it's on their own. So we are only responsible for the cost of the tournament itself. So
I mean, after all, most of these teams, I'm sure you've been in volleyball for a while. Tournament.
So I'm seeing there's a very big, strong team there. We're having teams from the southern region. Even at the Rongo, we are having one strong team. So it's going to be an interesting team. Obviously, we are going to be expecting unexpected wins, to witness unexpected wins and some unexpected losses. So definitely it's going to be amazing.
All right. Before we conclude, is there anything you would like to add that we might have possibly omitted during this interview? Something, a message to the fans, a message to the people that needs to come through and watch this tournament?
Yes, Saturday we plan them to be played on Saturday from 8 o'clock, and then on Saturday, on Sunday, we are going to proceed with semi-finals and finals, knockout games until the finals. That's on now both genders, male and female. So it's going to be a very busy day, a very exciting day. So we are expecting at least our supporters, our aspiring supporters, an exciting tournament in the Namibian volleyball history. So at least I'm expecting a mass to show up.
There will definitely be fireworks, hands and balls will fly on that day. Well, Mr. Shilumbu, thank you so much for joining us today. It has been a privilege and honor to have you in studio.
Thank you so much.
Well, after Thomas Shilumbu, recently, of course, Bradley Murere competed and finished fourth in a race in the Paralympics World Championships. Let's hear from him.
Bradley Murere, and I'm a T56 100-meter sprinter. I just finished my heat. I was in the first heat. It went pretty well. Still need to tweak some stuff, lost some stuff along the way, but it was a good race overall. I believe I ran a season's best. Didn't check the time yet, but it felt pretty good. And I'm grateful to represent, including everyone and making it. Is watching not just people with disability, but it puts us out there because when Hyundai has it on, everyone that drives a Hyundai or everyone that's interested in doing one, yeah, they'll be watching. It was on Thursday. This is an amazing stadium because you have a warm-up track. Warm-up track is up to standard. So this is an amazing feeling, and the atmosphere at the stadium was great, and the officials are really polite and nice with us.
Well, at the Senior Open Tennis Tournament that took place in the capital, he just expresses his...
Everyone tried their best, everyone was playing well. It felt good to see everyone come out again. I mean, next time it'll be like a bit of show out, but it's also end of the year, people are a bit busy, but I hope to see everybody again.
On Golden Oldies, we will bring you Olsen Kahiriri, who speaks about the professionalization of football. And after that, it will be Ariel Khat to give us the latest international news. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.
Professionalization of football is what the 2 weeks that I have now been engaging with my clients. Summer for you to move professional. Now we are in the third, if I'm not mistaken, third season with the league being played under the the NFA. And the NFA not indicate to regulate football. The clubs that says we need to run professional. Because the right, it becomes awkward. Because to help the leagues to become professional. You see, all the clubs are about to start in December again. August is the start of the league itself. August is the start of the league itself becoming professional. Because by now, the league, the teams that are compelled to start the league a little bit late and have double locks, I'm very sure, in a whole 7 months to have proper players. They are only active 5 or 6 months, and half of the 6 months they are not active. And 98% of these contracts, definitely 100% support the game itself to become professional. On that basis, then we'll be stakeholders into this professional setup, and what we do is according to books. But now, today you engage, only some clubs behave in a professional manner, but the majority of them, they are still operating at the boots of the cars. They don't have offices, and this is a big concern. When the Premier League was here, the MPL, clubs were compelled to have offices. Nowadays, if you want to write a letter to a club, the other day I was struggling to write a letter to the club. I don't have their addresses. I don't know where I should get them because there's an engagement that I must do with them. So this is how a quasi-administration is. So we ought to move to a professional setup.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first. English Premier League, that was a game played on Monday. That was the last game of round 6 in the English Premier League. That was Everton that hosted West Ham. That game ended in a 1-1 draw. So it's a reasonable start for the new coach of West Ham, that is Nuno Espirito Santo. He took over the role as a coach of West Ham recently. Also, it is a Champions League that will continue now in English football. It is Liverpool. They play away to Galatasaray, and then it's a home game for Marseille. They play and Wednesday. On to cricket news next on international sport, and it's the West Indies that lost to Nepal. That was in the T20 International in Sharjah. It's described as a new low for the West Indies cricket. It is Nepal that have never played a full ICC member team in a T20 game, and they won quite comprehensively by 90 runs. It's a T20 game. So Nepal batted first, 173 for the loss of 6 wickets in their lot of 20 overs, and then bowled out the West Indies for embarrassing 83 all out. Closing off today's international sports news, it is tennis news. It is firstly from the Japan Open. It's a men's ATP tennis world number 1. That is Carlos Alcaraz. He's through to the final. That final will be played on Tuesday, and he will play against American Taylor Fritz in the final. It was a tough semi-final for Carlos to the final. World number 2, Yannick Sinner of Italy, he's playing in the China Open, and he's through to the semi-final. He beat Fabian Maresca by 6-1 and 7-5, so he's through to the semi-final of the China Open. So that is tennis news and international sport. So that's international sports for today. Hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.